Actually mentioned about the value of performing. Could you explain more about that?
It's not just performing on stage, you wear pretty costume. Don't jump too much, place your foot. And up, and up, and push, and up, and see, My name is Han Kee Juan, and I am the principal of Singapore Ballet Academy. I'm going to carry your finger, then I'll just hang it on the side. Shape your finger. Let it hang smooth. That's it. Control every muscle, feel it fully. I just felt the need to be closer to family, and I didn't want to sign another 4 years contract with Washington Ballet, so I decided that I was going to retire from my post and come back to Singapore so I could relax a little bit and not work as hard as I did in Washington DC, and spending more quality time with my family. But prior to that, my teacher, Ms. Goh Soo Kim, did ask if I would like to take the position of the principal of Singapore Ballet Academy, and I thought, you know, this is a chance for me to give back to Singapore and to my mother's school, to Singapore Ballet Academy, and I feel quite honored to do that. Every time you stick your ribs out, your mother owes me 10 Singapore dollars, not Malaysia. Okay? I'm going to be very rich by the time we finish this class. 1, 2, 3, 4. In those days, it was just, I think, mainly the Royal Academy of Dancing, and I would tell you, in those days, there's probably only one examiner. So now I know in Singapore it's huge now. But I hear about 20 examiners come to Singapore to examine the kids. So it's quite big. Though the dance community might be smaller then, but it was much closer knit. I was very thankful for Cecilia Horn when I joined Singapore Ballet Academy. She had a little group that she get together, and we performed quite a bit and dance on television quite a bit, and also in cultural events and all that. Hence, it was different. You know, we really enjoy what we're doing. Not that we didn't put any emphasis on schoolwork, but in those days, I think it was okay if you do something cultural and enjoy it more. No air between my thigh. Yeah? Yes. And 1 and 2. I feel that the kids are pressured much more into the academics. So, you know, there's a lot of activity at school that I never had when I was growing up. I mean, you go to school, you finish, you come home. There was not a lot of other activities unless you're into sports, you know, you're in the basketball team or something. But I certainly wasn't in any of those. So, you know, my main focus was going to school and doing ballet class. So I didn't have any outside focus. And even then, you know, we probably only danced like 3-4 days a week, and my parents really supported me, funnily enough, and that's how I went away without much resistance from them. Classical position, but don't drop the arm. Your back has to be held and flat. when I was in US, when somebody comes and audition for the school or do an assessment, the first question that comes out of the parent's mouth is, are they performing opportunity? But bear in mind, in US, already it's not as big as in Singapore. So in Singapore, you know, when I run the academy, it's the first thing is the parents say, do you do exams here? But I think it's important to do both, but I think it's even more so to do performing, because ballet is a performing art form. You know, so why do your kids keep dancing day and night? To give them an opportunity to go on stage, and being on stage is quite scary when you're not used to it. So it helps the kids to get rid of the fear of being in public in the showcase. Secondly, it teaches them about teamwork, because unless they are very, very good, they will get to do a solo. Other than that, they have to work with their class, they have to work as a team. They have to learn the choreography as a team. They learn much more than classwork to take criticism from the teacher and process it and learn from it. And those who manage to do a little bit lead part of something, this teaches them leadership, how to be a leader among the class and how important to lead the class in the dance. So, you know, all those are very, very good learning opportunity for a student. And when I'm not talking about being a dancer, it is about their daily life too. And I apply it to myself because of my dance career. I had a lot of opportunity being dancing in a group, and of course I've done a lot of principal part. Being a principal dancer, I need to stand up as a leader. So when I had my first job directing the school, I wouldn't say it comes easy for me, but it was definitely a big help that I could be a leader. Going to the front again, in the middle. Here, in the middle. Push your knee back, thank you, and releve up. In the middle. Can you feel the difference? Yeah, go forward again, go front. Yeah, you are here. You have to be upright. Yeah. I'm trying to educate the parents that it's important to do both, but it's difficult to do both well within the same year. Why? Because the kids only come 2 days a week. So if you didn't want to do exam well, it's very difficult to push the kids to do performing at the same time. And both are just important, but with the Singapore culture, with the amount of days that they can come to ballet class and training, it's just very difficult to do both excellently. It's important to know that dance is life. You know, you might not think that the kids has come from ballet class, but just making them prepare themselves, grooming their hair up, not shy of their body, you know, they're quite proud of their, those are all very important for them growing up, so that they become confident young women and young men, and dance is certainly an important part of it.